Hey guys, how is it going today? So today I'm gonna do an analysis on IOTA. Do you guys know why I'm gonna do an analysis on IOTA? Because I need to meet my quota. I'm just kidding, I don't need to meet my quota. It's really because I drive a Toyota and I like to eat some ricotta cheese, and because I'm from Minnesota, or maybe because I'm from North Dakota. Luna, are you ready to do an analysis on IOTA? Oh, oh! Give me one more. Ow, ow! Give me one more. Ow, ow! Come on, Luna. That was a horrible one. Give me one more. Ow, ow! Okay, guys. First of all, before we do an analysis on IOTA, sorry, you guys are gonna have to deal with me drinking some Pepsi right now. We're gonna actually look at Neo. What do you guys notice about Neo, first of all, okay? You notice this wedge shape right here, okay? Right? And usually what happens when it gets to the end of a wedge is it breaks out and continues its trend. We are in a very bullish market overall with all cryptocurrencies pretty much that are hot. Luna, one more time. You guys know, you know what's going to happen, Luna. If you keep doing that, you're going to end up in my stomach because you know my kind, we eat you. Ow, ow! That's enough, Luna. I swear, that's enough howling out of you. You need to sit down right now. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I gotta take care of the children, you know? My dog is so fucking cute. She's one of those dogs that like, yeah, she's a cute dog. So whenever, obviously, Neo's bullish, right? So when Neo breaks out, we will expect something like that, right? Like, I'm just gonna draw it small, but it's obviously gonna be bigger than that. This is not proportional. Okay? Now, we're gonna look at some other coins too, like, say, Litecoin, just as an example. On Bitfinex, where is it? Do you guys see USD Bitfinex? Right here. What do you guys notice about here as well? Right? You notice a wedge shape here, and usually what's going to happen is it's going to break out into a 5-wave structure just like that. My dog won't stop now. She wants to go on my lap right now. Okay, and then let's see if we can see other coins, like Ethereum, for example. Ethereum on Poloniex. Check that out, guys, right? We see it wedging as well right here. She really wants to have some of my food that I have here. Okay, so we see Ethereum doing that as well, right? We look at OmiziGo, and let's see what happens with OmiziGo on Bitfinex. Right? OmiziGo broke out of it eventually, but then it downtrended because of the Bitcoin rally and also because of Jun disappointing the public with his news, right? So sometimes there's a chance for it to break down. It's going to come back up. Trust me, this is going to bounce up really, really soon. The RSI is way too low on the 1 hour. OmiziGo. What is wrong, Luna? You want to come on my lap? You want to come on Dad's lap? Come here. Okay, come here, sweetie. What's wrong? Okay, come on. Come sit on Dad's lap. Gotta take care of the children, guys. Gotta take care of. She's 6 pounds, and she's like super tiny. Half Pomeranian, half Yorkshire Terrier, 4 years old. Really, really good dog. Yeah, I had her since she was 8 weeks old. She cost me $1,500 to get like a dog from a champion pure bloodline. Anyways, I'm rambling now. It's just like a real baby. Just put them on your lap, guys, and they stop crying. So anyways, now we're going to look at IOTA. I just wanted to give you guys a really good example of what happens when we actually see these kind of patterns, okay? Right? Huge breakout here, and usually what happens is it consolidates, right? Consolidates, and then we're going to just basically draw our support line. We can see it poking already, actually. This is a really strong candle that's about to form on the daily, guys. When this candle finishes in like literally 1 hour here, there's going to be a breakout. I can imagine it already, okay? So that's why I wanted to do a particular one right now for you guys to get you guys started and familiar with what the setup is going to be like. So the count is kind of irrelevant, but it's counting 1, 2, 3, right? Actually, let's take a look at this again. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what the count will be in this A, B, C, D. So A, Okay, B, C, D, and E. The breakout is going to happen very soon. Reason why we didn't count that is because it didn't touch the line. We have 5 satisfactory places where it touched this resistance and support, right? Well, this one actually started over here, you can say. One can argue that. But if you guys notice how these structures are incredibly similar, right? Super similar. In fact, if you took the angle right here, that's 39 degrees. And then if you actually take 39 degrees here, is it 25? Not that bad. Hold on. Am I drawing it wrong here? This one's 40 degrees. That's fine. Very similar. This one here, what angle is it? Not bad. 27. And this one is about very similar, right? So right after we have these type of patterns, usually what we take for the breakout is we take this base range right here. Oh, trust me, I'm going to play it. I've just been waiting. We take the base range here with our, say, long position. Okay, we'll set our stop loss slightly underneath it. Do you guys know what this tool is that I'm using a lot? This green thing. You guys need to learn what it is, okay? If you don't know what it is. It gives you targets, right? So it tells you your stop loss and your risk to reward. So your risk to reward, the target that you have should always be this, guys. It should always be from where it ends, right? Or where it started, I mean, to right here. So you take the base range is what I call it. This is your base range, right? From where the resistance is to that wedge right there, that distance right there. And then you use it as your target right here. So we're literally shooting for about 65 cents right now, guys. That's a pretty hefty target, I know, but that is exactly what they do. Notice that my dog is so quiet now because she's on my lap. Oh, she's so cute. I love my dog. It's only me and her. I'd be pretty lonely without a dog because I trade so much. And yeah, she's my trading buddy. So the risk to reward, I'm going to do the math for you guys so you guys know, okay? So my stop loss is out. This is how it's calculated, okay? Oh, Luna, she's just resting her arm on her head on my... So we take this price, right? The top where this line is, you can see it right there as well. So we take 1.01309 minus where my entry price would be. So it's basically the green price right there, we'll say, okay? 3666 or 0.36690, and then you divide all of that by your, okay, I'm actually gonna write it out like this for you guys. It's your target price minus your entry price, and you divide all of that by your entry price minus your stop loss, okay? That's what it is. So what's my entry price? It's, or sorry, my target price is 1.0139, or sorry, 1.01309 minus my entry price is 0.36784, we'll say, and you divide all of that by your entry price, 0.36784, minus where your stop loss is, right here, which is 0.27036. And then you just do the math, right? You just do the math, whatever that is. Do your math. 1.01309 minus 0.36784, 64525. 0.64525, right? I'm just gonna write here, divided by whatever that price is, 0.36784 minus 0.27036, 97084, 0.09784, okay? And if you divide that, what do you get? You get 0.64525 divided by 0.09784. You get 6.59, okay, equals 6.59. And surely enough, what does this equal? 6.27. I probably got some of the math wrong, but you guys see how they calculate risk to reward, right? See right here where it says 6.27 minus 6.59. I probably just got some of my numbers mixed up or whatever, you know? But if I actually got the right coordinates, like my entry price was 0.36784, okay? It's my entry price. My actual target price is 1.01309, and then my stop loss is 0.27036. Surely enough, it's like almost identical, 6.62 to 6.59. So that is how they calculate your risk to reward. And what this means is, for every IOTA coin that you're playing, you are risking, guys, this red number right here. You're risking 0.09748 per IOTA coin that you're risking, okay? Does that make sense to you guys? That is what you're risking per coin. But you have a reward chance to win. You have a reward chance to win much more than that, okay? Does that make sense to you guys? I really hope that that makes sense. You have you're risking 0.09748 coins per coin that you're trading, but you are also have a potential reward of 0.64524. So imagine this, okay? You're playing heads and tails with someone, okay, guys? And you have a loonie that you're flipping, right? And if your buddy says to you, hey, let's flip heads or tails, okay? But if you lose, for example, we're flipping heads or tails with $1, right? And your buddy says, if you win, I will give you 50 cents, okay? But if you lose, you owe me $0.25. That's basically what we're saying, okay? That's what we're saying, where you're playing with $1, but in this case, you're playing with an IOTA that you bought for 0.36784, okay? But if you win the heads and tails flip, you can win 50 cents, okay? But if you lose, hi, okay? But if you lose, you can lose $0.25, okay? That's exactly what we're saying. But in this case, we're risking zero, sorry, she's really close to my microphone and she's on my lap. 0.9784 per IOTA, but we have a chance to win. We have a chance to win 0.64525, okay? So that's exactly what risk to reward is. And in this particular case, I'd be stupid not to play it, okay? This might be the breakout actually. This might very well be the breakout right here, guys, because of many reasons. One, A, B, C, D, and E have officially touched the points, okay? Well, that one might not have officially touched it, but we can draw it a little bit better if we'd like. Okay, just like that. That's pretty much the top point, right? A has touched it, B pretty much has, C is definitely, D has definitely too, and E has definitely too. So we have 5 points that have touched it. Not only do we touch it, guys, but it's a fairly bullish market sentiment right now, and I'll show you guys why. This is called a Dragonfly Doji. This is called a Dragonfly Doji, and a Dragonfly Doji is basically, for example, right here. Right there, okay? It's a reversal candle. Dragonfly Dojis are very powerful candles. If you see it on the bottom, good chance for a reversal, guys, especially on a daily chart. So one would almost be crazy not to play it. I'm definitely going to play it. I'd be silly not to play it. See, do you guys see what I mean? For example, here, okay? There's a Dragonfly Doji and it went up. Let me give you the most perfect example of a live Dragonfly Doji. Let's go to, not Poloniex, I want Bitfinex right here. I remember the day very well on the daily chart. Look, right here, we got a Dragonfly Doji, guys. See that? Right here, this was the day that started the rally. This Dragonfly Doji, even if it's red, it doesn't matter, guys. This is a Dragonfly Doji, right? I'm even gonna type in Bitcoin Dragonfly doji technical analysis. Okay, I'm sure that they listed it somewhere. Right here, October 19. Look at this, okay guys? Dragonfly Doji, this closed on the 18th, and I bet you anything that Bitcoin also talked about it as well, right? Let's see if they did. I'm just checking. Wednesday's candle was a Dragonfly Doji, guys, and this date is probably on the 19th. So this is how accurate some things are. I didn't even know that they did that actually. I just knew this candle closed it, but I wanted to confirm if media covered it as well. But that's just to show you guys how powerful a Dragon Doji is, okay? That Bitcoin closed with it and it set a new rally, right? Like that's crazy. It finished at that. The next time it closed at 6,200 from 5,100, guys. It was at 5,100 one day, and then the Dragonfly Doji closed and it went all the way to 6,200. So in 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, it went $1,000, guys. That is how strong a Dragonfly Doji is. Yep, this one went $1,100, 21%, just because it closed with the Dragonfly Doji. Now, what do you guys see here as well? Now, this might not exactly be a Dragonfly Doji. It might just be a Doji, which is even stronger than a Dragonfly Doji. Now, if this candle ended up closing with a hammer, for example, and I should show you the hammer candle, that's an even more strong sentiment, okay? Because a hammer usually has a wick that's 3 times longer, okay? It's a really strong reversal. And the other one can be called a gravel stone, or it can be called an inverted hammer, okay? Now, if you see a hammer at the bottom somewhere, especially on a daily chart, get in on it, guys. One would be silly not to take, as I'm talking about this right now, you guys are losing money. I should have entered this trade well below here. But you have to keep in mind what happened to Omizigo, guys. And this is what happened to Omizigo, okay? This is what happens to Omizigo. Luna, you the way I have my hand on my keyboard, my left elbow on my palm, my you know, the chair, the palm rest, and she sits on my lap, and then she puts her her chin on my arm. That's how small she is. Anyways, Omizigo, right? This is what happened to Omizigo. Even though it broke out of the channel right here, as we all see the channel very clearly, right? Omizigo don't give a fuck about Bitcoin. Or sorry, Bitcoin don't give a fuck about Omizigo, guys. So look what happened to it. Even though it broke out of it, John disappointed us with the news, right? With that shitty ass RoadNet blog, we expected way more. I kind of knew it was going to be like that though. Then it started to downtrend right above the resistance line, and then Bitcoin rallied yesterday on November 1st, and then bam, it ended up tanking even more. So you guys have to be very aware of the risk involved as well. It doesn't mean it's always going to continue its uptrend, but what it does mean is that there's a good chance it's going to break out to continue the uptrend, although everything can be affected by it, right? So guys, we are now going to do this one more time, get this price range here of the base. So our target is literally going to be, I'm going to go into a very long position here because I don't have time to manage these trades as a day trader. I'm going to go into maybe a swing position. Maybe a swing position. We don't know exact time frames of how far this can be, but what we can know is we can kind of use a similar, sorry, I'm just going to move that back, of the previous rally to see how much it was, right? So if I use my date range of right here to right here, for example, that's 31 days. So this one could possibly take 31 days as well, okay? We're going to shorten this guy. I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to create a little top right here for you. So we could expect a range of 31 days if that rally lasted 31 days as well. Now price targets, you guys see it. This price right here is that green line, $1.01. That's just you know, it's not even a conservative approach either, guys. It's a very, very realistic, right? I'm gonna grab some stuff here. I'm gonna say wedge targets. Okay, wedge targets chart. Okay, so just as an example, on an uptrend, okay, or on a downtrend, we have the base range, is what they call it right here, and then you use the same thing for your target range. Let's see if we can get an example. So see, everywhere uses the same base range, right? Everywhere that we go, that's the same range that we use. Always, guys. It's basically a 1-to-1 ratio is what they call it. So let me just show you right here. From here to here to here, we target a 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension. From here, okay, to here, and about to, yeah, we'll say about to here, sure. Actually, I use mine a little bit lower. I include it inside, okay? There you go. So if I did that, if we use Fibonacci extension, we're just going for a 1-to-1 target. Now that may not always reach it, guys, but it gives us a rough idea based on this impulse strength that went up right here to how much we could possibly go again. Excuse me. Because if this is wave 1, guys, and this wave 2 actually starts, realistically, wave 3 is always stronger than wave 1. So we should actually shoot for a possible target up there. So I'm just going to delete this. Oh, sorry, I almost knocked her out of my chair. You okay, sweetie? Come on. It's okay, come on. There you go. There you go. Sorry about that. I'm really nice to my dog. She's so soft. She's really attached to me, like super attached to me. Everywhere I go in the house, everywhere I go outside, she's got to be with me, this girl. Okay, so that's one target, right? I always use this green thing for my target. Now the next target, another one that we can use, a secondary one, is 1-to-1, or sorry, 1-to-168. So we're literally looking at these prices right there, okay? So the first one we can be looking at $1.13, and realistically we could be shooting for $1.39, and within a time frame of 31 days, right? 31 days, guys. Literally 31 days, we can be either doing this one right here. Okay, that's one line. And then the second one that we can be doing is getting up to this one right here in 31 days. Because we don't know how long it's going to be. All we can do is make an assumption based on how long this uptrend took, right? Which was 31 days. And then we don't know, and we do know that wave 3 is often longer than wave 1. Let me get you guys my Elliot wave handbook here. Okay. Wave 3, moreover, always travels beyond the end of wave 1. Okay, read that very clearly. Wave 3, moreover, always travels beyond the end of wave 1. Okay, the goal of the motive wave is to make progress. Okay, and these rules of formation assure that it will. So what they're saying is, if it only reaches a target of 1-to-1, it'll hit it at least if it breaks out of here and goes up. But because wave 3 always progresses further than wave 1, right? This is wave 1. If you guys are unsure with what I'm talking about here, this is wave 1 right here. This is wave 1. This is wave 2. Okay. This is primary wave 1, we'll call it 1. This one is 2. 2, okay? And one of these will be 3. But because of the rules that we follow, I'm just gonna be, cautious. This one right here could be wave 3. This one right here could be wave 3. But the fact is, if it breaks out of there, it will make progress over the course of about a month, okay? 1 month, it'll not only break out of it, but it will break out of it so freaking hard, guys, with conviction. Just like this one right here, because that is what an impulse wave does, guys. Okay, so it could target right here, and you guys can see the price clearly for yourselves in case you need to review it. That's one target box, and that's another target box right there. So we put 2 and 2 together, right? Like we don't have a lot of information other than the wave structure here. We assume once again that A, B, C, and D is done, okay? Once A, B, C is done, it breaks out, just like with Omise Go, okay? There are a lot of factors as to why it may not immediately go up there right away. You know, like for example, this one, okay? This one just lulled here. If we go to a better time frame, my lap gets so hot because of my dog, right? If we go to a better time frame, look how long this lull was right here. This lull was forever, right here. This one was like, well, wrong tool. Date range. This one was 10 days where it consolidated. So this counting in particular goes like this. 1, 2, based somewhere, 3 somewhere up here. 3, 4, and 5, okay? But the point is it made progression over time, but when it breaks out a little bit, wave 2 could consolidate for a really long time, guys. That was 10 days, right? So let's assume the same thing, okay? Let's assume the exact same wave structure that this one made, because we don't know anything else other than from history. So if I did something like that, just as an example, okay? Actually, I'm drawing this wrong, guys. I'm sorry. I should draw it better. Let me correct myself, and I'll bring it to the very top point. I'm going to correct myself, guys, and say that wave 1 target is, or sorry, wave 3 target, the first one is now $1.11, okay? $1.11, and the second one is $1.59, because I didn't exactly take it from the top to the bottom, as I should have. Actually, you know what? Let's do the conservative approach. Yeah, I'm going to do the conservative approach and use that one as my target. I could have taken the whole range, but I won't do that. I'll just use the range of the base wedge to be conservative. So we're still at $1.01 and $1.39, okay? So that is possibly what could happen right here if it goes all the way up to $1.68. If it doesn't, then we'll just, you know, shorten it a little bit, and just make sure it conforms to this one right here, something like that, okay? Now I want you guys to know something really important, okay? This is some rules. Okay? Nope, I'm too far. Okay? Wave 4 never retraces more than 100% of wave 3, and wave 2 never retraces more than 100% of wave 1. Read that again. Motive waves, wave 2 never retraces more than 100% of wave 1. Okay, guys? Now, what we need to understand, first of all, is this, okay? We need to understand that this wave could go all the way down to almost where wave 1 began. Don't panic. What you guys need to understand is that when we break out of here, wave 1 has already began, okay? Now, it could go back to 99.99%, right? But if it goes more than 100.00001, good chance it might even reverse. Just to give you an example. So if this wave 2 retraced all the way down to here, just like that, okay? Like this, we'll just say a random number, it retraced a lot to say, you know, near 6.618, then what we can assume is that wave 4 will not retrace a lot. It only retrace slightly. It might only retrace to the 382 level, right? So we draw it up there. It might only retrace to the 382 level instead. So once again, if this one retraces a lot, then wave 4 will not retrace a little. If this one retraces only to 382 level, like that, for example, okay, then this one will actually end up retracing a lot more. So the opposite applies, okay? If wave 2 retraces a lot, wave 4 will not. If wave 2 does not retrace a lot, then wave 4 will. So there you guys have it. Those are the price targets and how we will be evaluating our zones. So you guys see, I'm not even going to look at the RSI right now, but I'll get into that in a second. So wave 3 could end somewhere up here. I did not want to delete Fibonacci there. Fibonacci, Fibonacci, Fibonacci. So that could be anywhere. Did that scare you, Luna? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little puppy. Everywhere I take her, people are like, oh, how old's your puppy? I'm like, ah, she's 4. She's an old little lady. She's my bitch. Right, Luna? You my little bitch. That was so rude, but that's how we talk to each other. We gangster, man. Yeah, man. Okay, guys. So that's exactly, I'm so immature if you guys can't tell. Day traders, we are professionals, guys. Professionals at being immature who sit in our underwear all day. So anyways, that is our target, guys. 1-to-1 ratio, $1.13, and 1.618, $1.39. Now you guys gotta understand that this is over 30 days, okay? I'm not doing it from the perspective of a day trader because I'd be killing myself if I did that, because it's just too much work to be analyzing it every day. I will only evaluate coins on a daily basis for the coins that I personally day trade. So right now, guys, that's a Dragonfly Doji. Sure, we might downtrend a little bit more to 0.35, or we just might break out of it when this candle officially forms in the next 25 minutes, guys. So if I were you, I'd make the decision really fast. You guys need to factor in what a Dragonfly Doji is. You need to factor in long-term targets as well. You need to factor in what's going on with Bitcoin and the rally right now, right, guys? If it goes up, of course, money is going to be sucked out of the altcoin market. If it goes down, right, then also the value of IOTA, right, because people are dumping Bitcoin, the value of Bitcoin goes down. The value of IOTA will go down as well. So usually when Bitcoin goes up, alts go down. When Bitcoin goes down, alts also go down. But when Bitcoin does go down and they dump their Bitcoins, right, and altcoins fall with it, people will take their Bitcoins and look for an altcoin to put it in. And that's how the money is pumped into an altcoin after, okay? Or it could be the other way around as well. If an altcoin is already extremely low, then they'll close their Bitcoin position, right? If it tanks, and then they'll put that money, that Bitcoin, into a different pair, such as IOTA. If they firmly believe that IOTA could get pumped, then they'll close their BTC IOTA pair. Or sorry, yeah, their BTC IOTA pair. So this is a really nice Dragonfly Doji. I kid you not that I'm probably going to enter a position because I can't see a reason not to enter it, right? It's bouncing off the support many times. A, B, C, D, E formation formed. It's going to continue its uptrend, and you have a fucking crazy risk to reward ratio of 6.5. You set your stop loss slightly. Big whoop did he do if you lose a few pennies or a few dollars, right? But the point is you're getting yourself a chance to gain how much here, guys? Getting yourself a chance to gain, you know, let's just go for this for here. You're getting yourself, you're literally getting a chance to gain 177% of your money, guys, using a 1-to-1 ratio, and that's the conservative one, okay? Now, realistic, it'll because wave 3 always travels beyond wave 1, it means that it's going to have more strength in it, right? So, you know, on a 1618 level, you guys could be gaining 283% of your money if it actually reaches $1.39 in 31 days. Well, actually, realistically, this one will take 31 days, okay? But that one will probably be a lot longer. I'm going to guess maybe 60 days, twice as long, if it actually does reach that one there. And I can't really do an Elliott wave forecast on it because there's no data on that one yet, right, guys? But as soon as this wave forms, 1, 2 forms, I can probably do a much better analysis to give you guys a forecast of it. And as soon as wave 3 forms, I can do a really good analysis to predict wave 4 and to predict wave 5. So there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed the technical analysis. Luna, say bye to everybody. You gotta say bye to everybody, Luna. You wanna howl? No, she's not gonna howl. She's too comfortable in my lap. So thank you for watching, guys, and good luck with the trade if you decide to enter it. I'm not a financial advisor in any way, but I am pointing out once again that this is the A, B, C, D, and E. It's definitely bouncing off of it with the strong Dragonfly Doji. It's got a crazy risk to reward ratio where you can potentially double or triple your money for a very little risk. So I see a lot more reasons for myself to enter than to not enter. So if you guys like this video, just follow, subscribe, like, blah, 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 blah. You guys know the whole drill. Take it easy, guys. And by the way, if you guys like this video, send me 500 Bitcoin, of course. That's the best way to thank me. See you.